Alright guys, so today is a very, very bad day, or I guess you should say 2 days ago, since that's when this news actually did drop and I'm a couple days late. But unfortunately it is official. Dodge is discontinuing the Charger and the Challenger. However, there may potentially be some good news that comes with it. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Basically, the Hemi, the internal combustion engine platform with the Charger and the Challenger is going to be completely dead after the next model year. So in 2024, if they immediately come out with a new Charger and Challenger that's electric or hybrid, it's not going to have the iconic, Hemi V8s in it. Now, Dodge has already introduced or revealed their, new electric Hellcat or electric SRT that they're advertising it as. I'll put a little picture of it in the video right now, but that was yesterday. I will be doing a dedicated video on that in probably a couple days from now. But honestly, this is just such bad news, especially if you're a modern muscle car fan. A lot of people said that those Hellcat Chargers and Challengers were like the last real muscle cars, and people even took it a step further and said that the Hellcat Challengers were like really the last muscle cars, being still two-door and everything. But a lot of your modern Mustangs, your modern Camaros, and especially the modern Corvette are moving to a sports car category. And you can also argue that the Mustang and the Camaro have never really technically been muscle cars. They've always been pony cars, even from their origins. So this is really, really bad news for enthusiasts of those muscle cars. I know I love my domestic muscle cars, and even though we all love to make fun of the Chargers and Challengers and call them boats and everything, that's essentially what a muscle car is. It's supposed to be an overpowered, overweight, just beast of a car, and unfortunately we're just not going to be able to see that anymore without looking back into the archives and looking at some of these used Chargers and Challengers. Now, personally, do I think that the market for internal combustion engine Chargers and Challengers will be going crazy in the near future? To be honest, I really don't know, but what I do know is that Dodge is certainly going out with a bang. For the last model year of these Chargers and Challengers, they're all going to have a commemorative last call, a little plaque underneath the hood. And just looking at this first article here by Motor Biscuit, I will leave both the articles used in this video down, links to them down in the description below if you want to check them out for yourself. But this article actually down here states that the automaker plans to release the entire allocation at once so buyers can sift through options and pick the best one. So the last year of these Chargers and Challengers, which is going to be the 2023 model year, which is coming sooner than a lot of you think, is going to be offered in a ton of different options and features that we haven't seen anywhere at all, before in Dodge's lineup. There's going to be convertibles. I know that for a fact. I think they're gonna re-offer the Demon, re-offer the Hellcat Red Eye. So pretty much everything that we've seen, even with this past year, the new jailbreak editions, basically just everything from this past generation is going to be offered when it comes to the Chargers and the Challengers. So I do think that that is very nice. I think that a lot of these last call Chargers and Challengers are going to be worth a ridiculous amount, and I'm sure that collectors are going to be scooping them up at auction depending upon their VIN number and where they rolled off and the assembly line, whether they were the official last one or they were the first of the last year. But I do really like the fact that Dodge is at least going out with a bang, offering a bunch of different versions of these Chargers and Challengers to the public and to their fan base. But I do think that this is just overall just terrible news for modern muscle cars, because once Dodge goes fully electric with the Charger and Challenger, which honestly, who even knows if they're coming back with the Chargers and Challengers. However, in the second article, this is actually making me think that the next generation of the Chargers and Challengers will be electric and they will be coming back. Obviously, Dodge did just reveal, like I said before, its new electric SRT. It looks like a like a Challenger, I guess, and there's no model, I think, associated with it as of right now. And also, apparently that car is going to have a fake exhaust noise or exhaust like engine noise. So I just think that's really, really annoying. Again, the biggest thing that I just don't like about electric vehicles is that the entire driving experience just seems very artificial. I've reviewed a few electric vehicles on the channel and they all essentially behave the same, whereas I could take a, I don't know, V6 Challenger and compare it to a Challenger RT and a Challenger 392 and a Challenger Hellcat, and all four of those Challengers are going to act different. You know, they have just obviously different power outputs and everything, but essentially they're the same car, I guess, but it's just like with electric vehicles, there's just too much copy and paste. I've driven and filmed an electric Volvo SUV, I've driven a Tesla, I've driven a Karma Rivera, which that's actually a hybrid, so that's not really the same. But a lot of like the dedicated EVs, they accelerate really fast, they're heavy, they don't corner that well. Maybe the range isn't as up to par as it should be. And also you can't really drive a lot of electric vehicles that hard, like in a track setting or anything like that, because they will actually overheat and the batteries will get drained way quicker than they should. I'm not just gonna make the whole video about me hating on EVs. If you like the fact that Dodge is going to electric, then by all means, you know, voice your opinions down in the comments. But I just think that it's really, really cheesy that Dodge is, you know, just completely eliminating the internal combustion engine platforms for all of their new Chargers and Challengers upcoming, and with the new SRT electric Hellcat or whatever it's called, they're adding engine noise when, I mean, they could probably save a lot of money just by making a new generation of an internal combustion engine Hellcat. Now, I'm sure that Dodge, Mopar, Fiat, Chrysler, whoever owns that conglomerate nowadays is definitely getting a lot of heat from both the American government as well as, you know, European governments to go electric. I know that Ford and GM and a bunch of other companies are getting a lot of incentives to go electric. And I do think that the Chargers and Challengers moving to an electric platform is a huge shift. Right now we're experiencing an event that is going to drastically change the course of the modern domestic muscle car as we know it. I'm sure that after Dodge does this, that Ford and GM are not going to be far behind in offering an electric, you know, Mustang. Obviously there's already the Mustang Mach-E, but that's kind of like an SUV. That's, again, I feel a certain way about the Mach-E as well, but I'm sure now GM is going to look into offering an electric Camaro and maybe even electric Corvette. I know I just did a video on the rumors of there being an electric Corvette SUV that kind of mirrors the Mustang Mach-E, but I just think that it is a really bad time to be a muscle car purist or just a domestic muscle car lover. Again, I really do hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that some of these manufacturers still have, you know, internal combustion engine options, and hell, you know, maybe even keep some V8s in their car. But with the shift by Dodge, who, I mean, we all know that Mopar in the past couple generations have done some of the craziest things with their vehicles, just slapping a Hellcat on, you know, everything. A Durango, a Jeep Cherokee with the Trackhawk, and then there's even rumors about them making like another Hellcat SUV, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously Dodge has just been doing crazy things, so the fact that they're the ones that are kind of pushing towards this electrification of the modern muscle car, I think that definitely spells a bad future for your internal combustion engine Mustangs, your Camaros, and again, your Corvettes, like I was saying before. But that's pretty much just gonna be it for today's video. Let me know down in the comments below whether you think that this new electric generation of the Charger and Challenger is going to live up to the iconic, you know, SRT 392s and the SRT Hellcats of this previous generation that is, you know, basically leaving us now, or whether you think that it's just going to be a bust and the Dodge might, you know, actually turn around and go back to the internal combustion engine in the future. Also, definitely be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click that bell icon down there to get notified whenever I do post a video. As a smaller YouTuber, I really do appreciate the support a lot. But like always, I hope you guys have a great day. Again, thank you guys so much for the continued support, and I will see you in the next one.